Is Matt. If you're new to the channel, I talk about news, finance, and everything in between. So in today's video, we're talking about the real estate market, guys, and why we're broke and why you're broke, probably. Well, we all feel broke. But if you're new to the channel, guys, go ahead and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Let's get things started. So I have an article pulled up here, guys, for y'all. It's going to be from Fox. So let's get it started.
Concerns about the housing market, they're mounting. Now, this morning in my inbox, Political called this situation a lose-lose, and well, there have been even more sensational headlines like this one from the Daily Mail saying that realtors have hit the panic button. Now, some parts of the market, the housing markets, have already crashed, folks. I mean, second quarter of 2025, what they call the vacant property zombie report, 1.4 million residential properties. That's up big time, 1.3% of all U.S. homes. So they're vacant, right? They're zombies. 13 consecutive quarters. Well, this number has been around that level. So, you know, obviously people drive to these neighborhoods. You see them, you know what we're talking about. And then, of course, this morning.
Guys, that's not good. You have freaking homes. They're just sitting vacant. Like, properties just sitting vacant for 13th straight quarter. That's wild. This real estate market, if you're a landlord, this is not good at all, guys. Not to mention, like, you know, if you're a property owner trying to sell the property, this is not good.
We learned that mortgage applications were down yet again, third week in a row, and this is refis and purchases. Now, part of the problem is that there are now a lot more sellers. Look at this chart. This is fascinating. A lot more sellers than buyers, all right? 1.9 sellers, 1.45 potential buyers. Now, my next guest has the best insight that
Do you guys see that? I mean, look at that right there. I mean, that's crazy, right? You've literally got like more sellers than you have buyers, guys. That's pretty much like people. The blue line is going to be your buyers, right? And the yellow line is going to be your sellers. The blue line, you just see like going down and down and down. Guys, it's because people are getting beaten into oblivion, guys. People don't have money. People don't have the liquidity to buy a house. I mean, things are just so expensive now. People just can't afford it. And so that's why you're seeing a lot of these people, struggling to buy a house because it's gotten to the point where, with the taxes, the insurance, the interest rate and the purchase price. It's just things have gotten so out of control, guys. But let's get back to the video.
on the street when it comes to these numbers, really the nuance of these numbers. I want to bring in now Resi Club co-founder, editor-in-chief Lance Lambert. Lance, welcome to New York. Welcome back to New York.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about this overall problem. For me, this is the stat that stands out most, right? Let's bring that back before we go to Lance's chart, because the more sellers than buyers, obviously the tables have tilted. It's a so-called buyer's market, and yet it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, so what's occurred is that during the pandemic housing boom,
yeah, it doesn't feel like it, guys, because people have gotten beaten into oblivion. Like I was just saying, you've got the interest rates, you have the property tax, you have the home insurance, you have the purchase price. Everything is affecting these people and their ability to buy, guys. It's so bad. It's so bad. And the powers that be, they're not even telling us how bad it really is, guys. But I'm going to pivot off this video, guys. So let's go ahead and go on to another video that I have pulled up for you guys. Home affordability plummets. Here's what's needed to balance the budget. Let's go.
And today we got new numbers showing just how few Americans can now afford to buy a home. Diana Olick is here with the latest, and it sounds like it's time for the 40-year mortgage, Diana. Yeah, maybe, Kelly. Look.
AKA, you're poor.
All know both home prices and mortgage rates are high, but the change in who can afford to own a home in just the past 6 years is pretty stunning. A new report out today measures affordability for buyers using a 30-year fixed mortgage and putting 30% of their income into the monthly payment, including mortgage, property tax, and insurance. That is the share lenders like. Now, just to start, the median household income in the U.S., or dual income, is about $78,000 a year. So know that for the start. Now, for those...
Well, she says that, but I actually saw an article where they actually were talking about how to buy a home now, you have to have 120,000 to buy a home. So she says 78,000 or whatever, but in reality, guys, I mean, like, home value, like, to buy a home now, you have to make around 120,000 on average to buy an average home. That's crazy, right? When the household average is 78,000 right now. I mean, a lot of people couldn't, if they had to requalify for their house, they couldn't requalify for their house, which is crazy.
Earning between $75,000 and $100,000 a year, which would be middle to upper income, just 21% could afford to buy a home in March. Compare that to 49% who could afford it in 2019. Now, in a so-called balanced market between buyer and seller, that group should be able to afford 48% of all listings. But given the current supply of homes for sale very low, the market would need roughly 416,000 more listings priced at or below $255,000 to be a balanced market. Now, for those earning below $75,000 annually, the market is even less supplied.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, the less money you make, the poorer you are. Like, you're not going to be able to buy a home, like, is what she's saying. The less money you make, the less supply there is in your budget. So, we're going to pivot off that video, guys. So, here's a chart. This is also from livenowfox.com. This is home buyers versus sellers in the U.S. You'll see right here the graph. That guy showed it to you guys earlier, but you see right here, like, this line, this is your sellers. There's so many people selling their house right now. And then there's so many people like not buying. You see that? Like, it's just going down and down and down and down and down. It's because, like, people don't have the money, guys. People don't have the money to be able to, like, buy now. And so when you continue this perpetual state of, like, of, you know, affordability crisis, cost of living crisis, whatever you want to call it, that's what's affecting people's ability to buy and save money, for that matter, right? If you can't save, you can't buy. So it's just getting to the point where now people are just, they're going to have to, you know, renting may be the option, and we may become a nation of renters. So, you know, a lot of people talk about that lately. So, let's see here. And right here, look, you guys. So right here, I pulled up this chart for you guys. So this is going to be pretty much like, you'll see from 2015, the average house was $360,000, right? And then from 2020, it was $391,000. This is the average sales price of a home sold in the United States. And then if you go to 2024, $512,000. Bro, let me pull this up. Have you got insane raises at your job? Like, you're seeing that, right? Over a 10-year period, like, the home value shot up. The average sold home went up by like $200,000, guys. Have you guys gotten a pay increase? Like, that's the problem, right? Is that a lot of these places, a lot of these homes, you know, have gone up so much, but the average worker hasn't received the efficient enough pay to afford it. Now with the interest rates, the property tax, the insurance, the purchase price, as you guys are already seeing and hearing from me already, it's becoming impossible to buy a home, and will continue to be impossible to buy a home. I think we are the last generation to be able to afford a house. I don't know, though, guys. Let me know in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. Helps me out a lot. And on that note, I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.